How you doing, guys? This is Hybridsteel and welcome to a brand spanking new game called Town to City. A nice cozy little chill game that doesn't involve a lot of brain thought, but at the same time a little bit of patience to make things grow nicely. Now I'm going to get into a new game. Yes, I do want to start a new game. It would be most appreciated. And I want to basically show you how we're going to get through things. Now I don't need to watch the intro because I've already watched the intro. The idea is to build a nice peaceful town and city in the nicest possible way. There is no, I don't think there's any horribleness within this game. I think it's just all pure peace and tranquility and cozy, warm, pixelated graphics. Let's skip this. Right, okay, so the first thing it wants me to do is it wants me to build 3 houses. Now, because I've already technically done a little bit about this game, I watched Diesel play it, I kind of know what I really need to do. And the first thing off is I kind of want to plan this city around the actual market itself. If you go back into old history, the way that towns and villages were grown, we built our villages and we built our towns around trade. So if you had a marketplace or a market square, the houses and everything would be built around that, so everybody would get to that specific area to do their trading. So that's kind of what I have in my brain already. So the lake being here is a pain in the butt because that's where I'd put the market. But this means that what we would need to do is we need to think of a place to actually put all this and have houses surrounding the area that doesn't feel like it's all too enclosed. So I know it's thinking aloud. I bet most people don't normally tend to think like that. So what I actually want to do is I want to build my village to start here because we've got the train station nearby. We can put houses up and down this hillside, and we can bring the marketplace right in the center of this like flatted, well, this area here between the 2 ponds. So this is an ideal situation. This is an ideal place. So I need to start building a path out first, which is going to come, yeah, we're going to be okay. And we're going to come from the train station all the way out to here. This is where I want my central market. So I'm actually going to bring the brush size down to a 4. And that will do because it's a path. And we're just going to wibble our way across to here, and this is kind of where I want the marketplace. Now thankfully putting paths in doesn't cost me anything, so that's quite handy. Now I can do plaza, which is a standard road, which is or brick standard road, sand standard road, or dirt standard road. I'm not quite sure what the difference is between plaza and this is, unless someone can tell me the difference. But I kind of want a central area. Now I'm going to make it more of a town square, so we're going to do the line tool, which basically creates a line area, but it's definitely straight. It's not perfectly square, but it'll do. Let's go back to my path, so that will go up to there, and then we can just this will be where our marketplace is, and we'll go from there. So houses and bits and pieces, I'm actually going to bring them off around over here so we can build kind of roads. And obviously at one point we're probably going to end up bringing a path around the pond or the lake or whatever, how big it is, and that means we can go from there. We got a pond here, we got some cliffs here, we've got a nice little area up here as well. We've got all this nice place to build on. It's just kind of thinking aloud of where I want to be to start with, just so we kind of get like a nicer kind of building area for the whole world to work in. So first off, we need to build 3 houses. So my 3 houses I'm going to build right next to the actual square itself. Place closer to the station. No, we don't want to do that. What we'll do is we'll build them going up this part of the road up here then. There we go. Nice and pretty. Okay, so there's our 3 houses. Aren't they just nice and dandy? Next, choo-choo train. Okay, the first family has arrived at my place, so we're going to take this family and I'm going to make them live there. There you go. So we got a new family in. Congratulations me. Yay. Click on the house. Okay, so the family has been given a home. Open residence information by clicking on it. Right, there we go. So we click it on this. A warm, beautiful home. Maybe it may way increase the residents' happiness, but it currently does not provide much. Let's change that by giving the residents access to food buildings. Well, that would help. That would help. I mean, supermarkets and everything does really help. So if I pop them, as you can see here, we've got this kind of greener line that goes around the village. Now if I bring the food over to this side, it goes to the left. If I bring it over here, it goes more to the right, which is completely fine. Now if I move the path, so let's say we scrap this path here and we bring the path tool in more towards the top of the plaza, and then we bring the food building in again, we can now make this reach up to that stall there. Now this does mean, unfortunately means, that we're gonna have to maybe build 2 places of food. We shall see. All right, if I build it here, that helps. There we are. And now I've got another stall here as well. We can build this in, and I'll build that this way around. Fantastic. We've got another family that want to move in, so they can move to that family home there, and they're all good there. Now we do need to bring some people into work. Unfortunately, I think we're just about to run into that problem. Click on the market stall and employ that person to work there. Okie dokie, that's fine. And now we need to build a warehouse. Warehouse provides for the market, so there we go, we're providing for the market. It's completely fine. These guys want a regular comfortable house, so they're now working there as well, and we're going to bring that worker into work there, and I'm going to bring that person to work there. Fantastic. So there we go. Now we've got this place and this place. Warehouse can't transport to this building. Why not? Why can it not do that? Now it can, because more people are working there. Fantastic. So we've got a nice little village already up on the build. We're all good. So these people, they want to move in as well, but there's no more houses available, so we now need to start building more houses. So we've got 3 houses here. These are connected to the market. Now if we build a house here, and then what we'll do is we'll connect this is going to be slowly connected to the market as well. We should be completely fine. Now I'm not sure how to influence its radius. That's the big thing. So I'm hoping that'll be something that we do later on in the actual game itself, because it would be nice just to go, right, we need to do this, 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 and this, and we can look at the radius of where the market can actually reach, and we can build from there. Okay, so we need to build another house because someone else wants to move in as well. Nearly finished, and there we go. So that house is now finished. We can pop these people in and all is good. So there you go. We've now got 2 stalls in. We've got a little market and we're doing okay. Now the part of the reason why I wanted to build like a little place like this is because it adds as a central area for the rest of the world. You know, we can bring in a little path that goes across here and bring in some more houses and just kind of build up around this area to start with. And that's kind of where I want to be. So when it comes to decorations and stuff, we can't do decorations just yet. That would be nice though. Click on this house. Access to multiple different shops greatly increases the happiness for its residents. The house earns you more daily income with each shop connected. Thankfully, each house is connected to the same shops. Each house, shop and warehouse has a decoration score. This score makes the people who live in or work in the building happier. Let's make a house and a shop and a warehouse provide more happiness by decorating the area around them. Okay, so first off, we're getting our first little bits of customization for making this world a great place. And when it comes to lighting, I'm a big advocate of making places light. So let's bring them up. And then we'll bring the lampposts in. That's fine. We'll bring them onto the corners of the houses as well, and we'll pop them in a nice sort of. So the way that I space all my lampposts out is I look at that inner ring, which has got like the $2 mark on it, and if I can get all my lampposts within that kind of radius, then we're doing okay. And it'll be the same over here as well. We'll just work our way through this land. But I normally put them like between houses. And I should be quite happy. Now we've got all these bits in the middle. So I actually want to put a well right in the middle of the market. And then that looks kind of ornate, which is quite cool. I'm going to get some benches. There we go. We've got some nice places for people to sit down as well. Okay, I think that's all right for now. You know, it's a good little start. We're bringing in $145 a day income, so that's pretty good. I suppose we could put some flowers in, make it look a bit nicer. There we go. Put some on the actual starts of the path. Head over to the happiness percentage and view the happiness breakdown. Oh, okay. Head over to the happiness breakdown. There we are. Happiness. People only arrive at the station in total average of happiness is 60% or above. Percentage in yellow and red should be improved and increase the average of happiness efficiently. You can also click individual residents to dive deeper into the individual happiness. Let's keep the happiness above 60 and grow our town's population. Well, that's what the plan is. So we'll click in next. A higher population density decreases residents' overall happiness. Make parks and open spaces and research build. Okay, so we need to build a research center. Okay, there we are. One research center. Now the research center looks a little bit like an observatory. Now, do I want to put it on a hill? That's a big question. I think putting it on a hill is a bit stupid. I'm tempted though to chuck it here. So we have it behind the houses, which is good. But at the same time, it's still kind of a central feature to the actual village. And I'm okay with that. So what I want to do is I want to do an actual like line tool. We'll go from there. And I'm going to drag the path across here. And then loop it around this way. And then this path will go over to here. And I'll bring it right down between these houses here. And we'll just bring a central path down the side of the warehouse as well. It basically just means that all this then connects out a little bit further out, which is nice. A little bit weird. I didn't quite get that, did I? Let's just make that whole. Okay, so we've got our research center. I need to put a labor in there as well. So I'll keep his $25. That's fine. And we can see our current research up in this tab here. So we're currently making a fish stall. Yay me. Alright, that's unlocked and that's fantastic. Alright. So now we've got to get the population up to 50%. Now that means we're going to have to do some quick math. We're going to have to upgrade quite a lot. Have a population of 50, upgrade the city in ready for the next stage. So what we need to do is we need to, so as you can see, if I put my fish stall here, it goes up through that pathways to the left mainly. To the right, unfortunately, doesn't quite get it. If I bring it more into this corner, everyone gets the fish stall, which is nice. The downside is that as we build out from left to right, we're not covering as much as I would like to cover. So I'm hoping over time when we get more stalls in, this market square will grow and it will basically... it will attract more people. So what I want to do then is I want to bring it more, I don't know, I think I kind of want it here. So if we bring it next to the warehouse, there we go. So that means that's right next there. It does cater to everybody. We're trying to keep it kind of cool at the moment. Rightio, so I've got a couple of families I need to get into houses that are going to be close. Now, this does mean they're going to be a little bit tight up here. This building has variations. Click the variations you like and push C and V to cycle through. You know what? I'm okay. It doesn't really bother me. Being at random, it kind of gives it a bit more character. Kind of prefer that, if I'm going to be honest. Right, and as we're going to be going this side, I reckon... we'll build a few more houses along here. And I know we're going to be bringing in a lot more families. Yeah, I know. More people is going to suck, but there we go. So now we've got quite a close knit community. Unfortunately, it does happen. So we're going to extend out our reach. More labor is needed. They're all happy. we're going to bring in. You added more workers than necessary. I'll turn them off then. Right, I think we'll add a research worker in. That's fine. And I think we'll be okay. So if we wanted to build out any more, we do need to bring in a new area for people to live. But so far, so good. Let's bring in some lighting. Oh, there we go. It's a nice touch. I like it. Family added there. And everyone's taken care of in every single, well, apart from those ones. Okay, right. What I want to do is, oh, hello. So I actually want to build a little fence around this because this is like an actual market. Just make it a little bit more nicer, you know. We'll just build a little fence along here. And there we go. There you go. That looks a lot nicer. And we got a wishing well in the middle. Gonna put some benches either side of this as well. And that means people can sit next to the well and look out into the marketplace. There we go. Right, so trees now. I'm just gonna line just the outside of this, just so I can see what's going on. I prefer to be able to actually see what I'm doing here. So we're gonna just place some trees in here. Make it a bit more sort of like we're looking after the world with a little bit of nature. It's all good. Put some trees by the river. Put one next to this house and put some next to this house. Right in the middle there as well. There we go. A little bit nicer. There we are. Look at that. Hey, it's nice. It's like a nice little village. Okay, I've got one more house and one more family. I think that's going to put me up to a certain amount right now. We've got 81% happiness. Work decorations. Not quite sure what we're meaning by work decorations. Unless we need more workplaces. Now, if I do add another one in, what's the problem? You already placed another building. Keep in mind that a house can only connect to each building. Yeah, well, there are certain people that can now. They can. There we are. So that person's now happy. We got two houses that are now actually connected in, and we're good, doing okay. Okay, so I can do some more research. Fantastic. There we go. So we've got fruit and vegetable. We've got a fruit stall and a vegetable stall. You know what? I'll take the fruit stall because fruit is needed. You know, it helps everybody become healthier. And if we pop it down right there, then we are officially connected to the whole village. And that means the whole village now has fresh fruit. Awesome. We'll chuck two people in. Oh no, that person over there can't get fresh and fruit. No. A family with traits has come in. Okay. They desire a house with food shops nearby. Well, there's food shops there. So if I'm going to build a house then, I'm going to build it here. So I'm going to take this family here and pop them in that house there. Hey, they've got added. It's fine. And these people need a house as well. I mean, it's going to get harder to like try and keep them fed off this one place. So I think what we'll do is we'll pop them there. Brilliant. Okay, we'll take those people and put them there. Excellent. So now we're okay. I can do one more load of research apparently. Nice building stuff. Many decorations have special variations that can only apply in specific places. Hover over different locations to find all variations. Okay, we're 10 off the old marker. Not too bad, not too bad. I do like this though. It's definitely coming along. I think what I want to do is I want to put like a child's like a slide just there. I kind of feel like Bob Ross. And we're going to put in a little nice tree there. Just don't tell anybody. All right, I've got to start planning out. So we're going to go a little bit more sort of SimCity style. So I'm going to bring off a road that goes off a road that's going to go up that way, a road that's going to go that way, and that's going to come down here. Bring that road. I've got to start planning where I'm going to be putting people, because if I don't plan where I'm going to put people, it's going to be like, oh, by the way, yeah, you need to do all of this as well. So we can go up to that cliff, bring that path. This one can go, and this one can go here as well. Path can go there. We're just gonna make this one out as long as possible because it just means we can divvy this up as we go along. That's fine. I kind of want to build a path out this way because I reckon we could get some like nice little places out here. Bring this down here. Thankfully, building path doesn't cost nothing. I think that's okay. We'll go here. And we'll go here. And we'll kind of work on that as we go. Okay, they desire a house surrounded by a lot of trees. See what I mean? You have to start like applying to people who want certain things. And I mean, worst comes to worst, I could bring them in here, or they could have their own little path, and we could just surround their house with trees. So we could do a squiggly little path off. That's fine. They can live here. We'll build a house. Right there. And then I'll just put trees all around it. And as we're right in the like little bit of the countryside down the bottom, we can do this. And it kind of works as like a little park area as well. It's kind of nice. There you go. There we go. Fantastic. These people need someone to work. There we go. Fishy. We were just like a regular comfortable house. You know what? A regular comfortable house still fed by the market. It's going to be an interesting fit, this. But if I do a path that goes across here, we could probably just put a house in right here. And then put them in right there. And everything's just hunky-dory. Right, I need to erase this little offshoot. And now they need extra labour. Fantastic. And we're up to 45 people. And that is a nice little village. Obviously, we've done a little bit of like, you know, planning out of where we want to put things. And we've got all this land to play with. So I can build all the way around here. Not sure how it's all going to go just yet. We've got all this as a play area as well. And these guys desire a house decorated with and surrounded by many flowers. I think the best way to do that is to actually chuck them right here next to the train station. If we chuck them right here next to the train station, we can do the whole flower. Right, we can do the whole like flower thing here. So if I build a house, and it needs to be decorated with flowers. So yeah, I can put flowers on every single terrace now, on every house. Just to make it all look a bit more pretty. And if I do the same on every house, then it kind of looks a bit nicer for the whole surrounding area, which is good. Right, and now we'll take our flower loving friends and we'll put them in here. That's fine. And then this one desires a house with food and shops. Well, this is kind of where we're all living right now, and unfortunately we're kind of running out of like near space. We might be able to squeeze one in here maybe, but it is getting tight for yeah, it's getting tight. Okay, we'll put those in there. Okay, it says I can upgrade the town to the next stage. Well, there we go. We've done stage 1. And doesn't that look cool? I mean, we've got houses, we've got infrastructure, we've got people still turning up and asking for certain things. I don't know, it's kind of, yeah, means we're going to have to really put some work in. So let's upgrade then, shall we? So what are we upgrading to? Upgrade the city to the next stage. So here we go. Yay, we went from little place to slightly larger place. Yay me. Look at the fireworks. They're all well happy. That train station's much bigger now. We can now hold more people. Yay me. City upgrade. Apparel. New. Hold on. Yeah, apparel. New need unlocked. Oh no. Oh no. And we got to do research tier level 2. Well, there we go. We can have a moment. Let's have a moment. Fluffy. We're all excited with the potential of our new town to grow into a prosperous city. Everything is going swell, though some of the new arrivals are experiencing issues. I suggest building yourself a house first, one with a big mailbox. That way we'll know how to reach you if we ever have any requests for our little town. Well, I mean, the problem with that is if I make this town too big, it doesn't become a little town anymore, does it? It becomes massive. Well, there we go, guys. That is Town to City. And if you've enjoyed this little video, let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I'm going to be brutally honest. I kind of want to continue. I want to go on and I want to see where we can go. So I'm going to pause the time. And I'm going to push save. And here we go. Campaign list. Yep, all good. There we are. See, this was my tester game. This was my big game. And there we are. So, if you have enjoyed this, hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all other updates. And I'll be willing to do another one. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of really enjoyed this. I like the idea of like building a little towns and getting things running. And I kind of feel like this is going to undergo some massive changes later on in time. We're going to be I feel like that this whole area will be my market at one point, and all the surrounding areas basically where the town's going to be. That's kind of how I see the future, because I know that when it comes to a market town, I used to live in one. The market was a small section, and obviously as the population grows, the town becomes bigger and bigger, the market area becomes bigger, and from there you just end up with a massive town instead of just having a little village. So if you have enjoyed this, hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all the updates. I will be back here with a brand new video live stream or whatever else I do on the channel. Until then, have a great rest of your day. I'm going to say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Ah boom, fist bump to you.